This is like my sanctuary. So it's like my sanctuary for a lot of guys, actually. A lot of my students will tell me that this is their escape. A lot of guys, who have a spouse or kids, they'll come here once or twice a week, especially guys with families and full-time job, and they love this place. And we try to make this as homely as possible. At the same time, we try to make it as professional as possible because we have lots of female students and lots of little kids. But half the time, we're training adult guys to compete, and so we try to make this really homely. I try to get my students to help me, but they don't help me consistently. So I try to keep my gym as clean as possible by picking out. For like a little gym, we have more equipment than most gym because we have to train people to fight, so you need to have a lot of equipment. There's a poster. There's a little kanji, Chinese character, right? So there's a kanji. It's kind of dirty, but I gotta hang this up, right? And this is called Mushin, or the mind of no mind. And how I interpret this is that during training or during in class or with your sensei, you got to train with a disciplined mind, with an intelligent mind, with a creative mind, right? So you're using your mind, but on the day of the combat, you're under a lot of stress. You feel scared. You feel like you're gonna die. You're gonna feel like someone's gonna kick your ass. Then you fight with the no mind or the primitive mind. So people question why I'm doing this. Some people think it's very dangerous, but my personal opinion is that if you cannot do a functional combat art in a controlled environment with referees and judge and medic around, then how are you supposed to defend yourself in a street fight or in a confrontation? So that's one thing. I feel it's pretty safe. We're similar in weight. He's about 6 inches taller than me, so I'm giving up a lot of height. And he's much, much more in shape than me. The last time I saw him, he's like completely ripped. I'm not. I don't lift weights at all. I'm actually too tired to lift weights a lot of times. Why do I want to do this? It's all about testing yourself. It's all about facing your fear. It's all about, I wouldn't say bragging right, but you don't know what you can or cannot do until you do it. And I always tell my daughter or my students that you can try anything as long as it's not harm you physically or emotionally, and as long as you can recover from it. So what I mean is, let's just say you jump off a tall building. Obviously you can't recover from that because you're gonna die. But learning how to swim, with proper training, you swim from the shallow end, eventually to the deep end. You gotta test yourself. And eventually you'll know your limits. And I can't do stuff that my fighters can do because he's blessed genetically with things that I'm not blessed with. But it's okay. I know exactly what my limits are, and actually it makes you more humble. I find the people who are the least humble are the people who don't test their limits because they have visions of grandeur. You know what I mean? I feel like I'm really in shape. I haven't had any injuries in the last 2 years, 6 months. And I'm starting a new job, so I have a little bit of downtime. So I feel like this is the best time. And to be honest, there's never a perfect time to fight. There's never. People are always waiting for the perfect opportunities. There's never the perfect opportunities. The Latin word "seize the day," carpe diem. You've got to just seize the day. You just got to do it. There's never a perfect time, and you got to figure out how much time can you devote. And you can never find 100% to devote to it, but if you can devote some time to it, do it. I'm also getting older. I'm gonna be 45 in May, and if I keep on waiting, it's gonna get more and more difficult.